Alright, this video is to help you with road dashes and crosswalks, connecting to sidewalks in two-point perspective. So to this point, I've developed a little bit of a city. I would recommend doing this along the other steps that I've done so far. I would definitely recommend having done a road and sidewalk in advance. You don't necessarily have to have had your buildings in place, but I would recommend at least doing the skeleton of all the buildings like this one before doing your crosswalks or road dashes, because some of the road dashes might get erased from the buildings that you'll make. So in two-point perspective, how you would do this is very much like your sidewalk squares, if you've already done that. So I have the lighting dimly lit so that I can see a little bit better. So I'm going to put my pencil on the left vanishing point and match up to these sidewalks that I have going on right here. Now there's a little bit of a divide, and with this we ended up making a curb. So we're not making a curb on the road dashes. So at the base of those marks for the sidewalk, I'm going to line up and make a line, and then go to the other base and make a line, and those two lines are going to indicate where our crosswalk is at. At this point I'm going to go to the other vanishing point and make a line on both the ends, which will enclose our space. But I want this to look like a crosswalk with some dashes similar to the sidewalk, and I'm just going to try to space these out, eyeballing it. I'm going to make a couple on the side, one in the middle, and then go back and throw in a couple extras. We could just keep this all together, or if you want, you could erase every other one. You could end up, going AV pattern and erasing them. But otherwise, the striped lines kind of indicate that it is a crosswalk. So I think I might actually just throw in some more angled lines going to that space. Now if we're on the right side of the road, we're always going to the right vanishing point. For the width of it, we have to line up to our opposite vanishing point. But other than that, it's just copy and paste. So I would do the same thing for our other crosswalk on the left side, and then this little space cropped off on both the left and right side. I'll try it one more time for you just as a refresher. If you don't need this, then skip ahead in the video. So this sidewalk square, at where the curb, the raised part of the sidewalk is, we line up, we lightly draw a line, and then we match to our other side at the base of the curb and lightly draw a line. To close it off, we go to our left vanishing point, draw a line on both those guys, and then we just go line, 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 going to the left vanishing point. So assuming that you did that, then you could do the two spaces down below, matching up to the base of the curb, base of the curb, base of the curb, base of the curb, cropping off. Okay? So assuming you've done all of your crosswalks, then the road dash, how a road dash would be is, let's start with the right side. So the right vanishing point, I'm going to make a road dash about that wide. I'm just making a light line. I'm probably going to erase that here in a bit, but I'm just trying to eyeball where middle is. I'm going to draw a line going all the way back to the vanishing point, because this is a road, not a sidewalk, so this is going to extend all the way out. Now, I'm not going to have any dashes at the intersection, and the other part's cropped off the page. But if you were to extend this and it was seen in yours, then you would be drawing the lining up to this dash right off the page in this section. It does not match up for mine. Now, you could have your road dash stop just like this, because this would mean it's like a two-way road where you cannot change lanes, you cannot pass. But if you wanted to have the dash dash dash, then what you do after you have this pretty much upside down ice cream cone going back, you go to the left vanishing point and you make a mark, angled, and just making sure that that base angle is correct. And then wherever you want to come back, draw a line. I typically will just copycat to make it easier the sidewalk squares that I did. So wherever I have the sidewalk squares, I will put my pencil on the left vanishing point and then move it, the ruler, and slide on down to all the pre-created sidewalk squares that I've done. And just go copy paste, and then I don't have to worry if it all matches up, because depth wise it'll look like it's the same as what you have already going on. So once I finish doing a couple more, then if you're doing all the dashes, then you're going to need to erase every other dash. So the solid line, doing one solid line, that looks totally fine too. Now the sidewalk ending right there, I need to keep going with my road dashes. Make, you know, a few more dashes because the road continues whereas the sidewalk stopped. And I would just keep going and make a few more dashes. So the last step I need to do is just erase every other one of these spaces in between the dashes, and then that's going to look pretty sweet. Sweet. Okay, so that's how that side would look. And so the right side is going to, everything's going to go back to the right vanishing point, but the top and bottoms of the lines angle back to the opposite vanishing point. So when you're doing the left side, you're going to have the sides of it go back to the vanishing point, but the top and bottom angle to your opposite, just like we did on this one. I hope this video was helpful for you.